Make that scale drop, you fat-ass peg. This isn't a cooking channel. This isn't the fat acceptance movement. It's a weight loss channel. Make the scale drop. Do not tolerate a stall, you fat-ass pig. How do you break a stall every time? This is the sugar fasting default weight loss protocol. Wet fruit only. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, you fat pig. And then at night, you would have some hard-hitting sugar to kill hunger. No matter how hungry you get during the day, you fat pig, you can put out the hunger fire at night. You can make up the difference at night. Put yourself to the test, you idiots. Okay, base it always around fruit first. Water before each meal, like that's a given. 3 meals a day with a snack at night to make sure that you're not hungry when you go to bed. That is the default. If the scales drop like a stone and you start to hit your maximum volume capacity in the sitting, then you would add in some hard-hitting sugars, you moron. You eat normal. You eat normal. Put it to the test, you fat pig. Fruit. Fruit. Wet fruit to start, you idiots. You fat pigs need to play with the bottom end. I see too many of you fat idiots that aren't even eating any fruit at this point. You're not even having a smoothie, you moron. You're just eating jam and honey and straight sugar, you idiot. What are you, stupid? You build the whole damn thing around the sugar fasting. It is around fruit, you morons. Whole foods, fruit, smoothies. Smoothie for breakfast, smoothie for lunch, smoothie for dinner. If you need more sugar than that, have a pop. Have some candy. Okay, push your comfort zone, you morons. See how the low end feels, you fat pigs, before you just start dumping sugar on everything, especially during the day. Okay, hunger before lunch is good, fatty. If you ate normal at breakfast and it was like a fruit dish, a fruit salad or something, okay, and you're fine in that moment, if you end up being hungry a couple hours before lunch, who gives a shit, fatty? You get lunch. If you end up being hungry a couple hours before dinner, who gives a shit, fatty? You get dinner, idiot. You don't let yourself go to bed hungry. You can make up the difference at night. This is where you start from, the default. This is where you start jacking up your syrups and shit and your honeys and shit when you start hitting volume capacity in those meals. Okay, you don't want to be bloated up, dummy. You don't want to be bloated up. At that point, if the scale's dropping like a rock and you feel hungry and you're hitting a volume capacity in a meal, eating normal, obviously, then you would add some sugar, dummy. You can always make up the difference if you're light during the day at night, you idiots. If you end up being light during the day, okay, you eat breakfast and then you're quite hungry before lunch, but your breakfast you ate till you were full of volume, but it was all wet fruit, so it wasn't that dense. And then you're hungry before lunch, same thing happens. You're hungry before dinner, okay, and then you make up the difference at dinner, okay, with a snack later maybe, or you have a little more at dinner, some more hard-hitting sugar, then you're learning something, you idiot. Then you're actually learning something about yourself, you idiot. Because there's some fat-ass women and fat men that if they focused on whole food, fruit sources, and smoothies, they might go to bed on a massive deficit because they're not even hungry. But how the hell would they know that when they're already adding stupid amounts of sugar to something that would have been fine the way it was, just on the regular volume from the fruit? Moron! You piss around with the bottom end default first, you fat pig. You fat-ass pig. Guaranteed you will break a stall. Nobody's not losing weight on fruit for breakfast, fruit for lunch, fruit for dinner, and even getting in enough sugar at night to not be hungry going to bed. Nobody, bitch. You fat-ass pigs. The default sugar fasting weight loss default protocol, if you ever stall, this is guaranteed weight loss. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Until next time, sugar in the absence of fat and protein. Cut the starch. Start with the default. Okay, whole foods, fruit smoothies. Fruit smoothies. Sugar fasting will get you shredded for life, you fat pig.